As if The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild wasn't big enough, now there's DLC on the way to make sure this game will always be running in your Nintendo Switch. Daniel from Treehouse is here to tell us more. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me again.
You made more Zelda.
Yes.
Which,
well, no, I didn't make it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Arnuma and his whole crew made more of it. So
that whole squad.
Yeah, they do their thing.
Just those talented guys who worked on one of the best video games ever made of all time.
I'm still playing it.
I am too.
Yes.
I put 120 hours into this game. I put another 40 in just doing a Let's Play series at IGN. No one in the world was saying, we really need more content in this thing. It's just really missing stuff.
Well, people wanted more content. People were actually excited when we said there was more content coming, and they were curious what it's going to be. Like, we've got the new hero mode coming out in the whole. The first, there's 2 DLC packs.
Right.
Master Trials, which comes out on June 30th.
Yep.
And then we announced the second one, the Champion's Ballad, which we just announced during E3.
Right. And I bought both of. I bought the entire season pass without even knowing anything that was in there. I got the Nintendo Switch T-shirt for Link. I got the treasure chest in the world, and then I've been sitting there waiting, going, well, what's next? So. Yes. Now we know, right?
Now we know.
So let's talk about it. I think we're going to take a look at some of it too. Yep. So what's the full title for this thing, and what can fans expect to find in it?
So this is the DLC is called Master Trials. This is the new hero mode that we're showing off right here. What's different though, right now we're actually on the Great Plateau. Now, if you might remember here, this is like one of the first areas you play in. At least we're built up some equipment, though. But instead of being red bokoblins here, there's now blue bokoblins.
Oh, wow.
Also, their ability to notice you is much better.
I was very excited to return to this area when I had leveled up a little bit and get revenge on some of the enemies.
Oh, my God. You could kick their butt so bad when you're doing that.
It felt good to come home.
But yeah, that's the cool thing here. So it's a little bit more difficult now. Like, a lot of these creatures, a lot of the enemies have been upped at the same time, but your weapons haven't improved.
Right.
So you still have to go through what is right now this first area, which is the Great Plateau. And
I like that we shot him with an arrow right in the middle of his snitch. He's doing his snitch whistle and we shot him. That's a good thing to do.
Oh, and the Flurry Rush.
So I imagine that stuff like Flurry Rush and combat scenarios that are very specifically timed are much more important when fighting tougher enemies like this.
Definitely, for sure, a lot more important. Learning all those different moves, trying to take advantage of your runes. Like, something I only started doing more recently was taking advantage of using both bombs at the same time to make bigger explosions. Yeah. Throwing the square bomb and the round bomb and just having a bigger explosion happen. And
because I'll be honest with you, my combat style through most of this game was very chaotic. It was a lot of like drop a bomb, run away, shoot an arrow, hide, hopefully light something on fire, and stab a guy with my master sword.
Or light themselves on fire, which they would do. Yes.
I mean, that was a big part of it too, right? One of the things we also saw too is sort of this hero's path. Is it
the hero's path? Yeah. So we can actually we'll show that right now quickly since Sarah's doing that right now. Oh, she's switching over. We'll get her to show the hero's path. So that's the hero's path. So right there, that's showing the entire timeline of what you've done. Now, you actually start from the beginning, and actually it's now showing the character moving, and this holds approximately about 200 hours worth of data of your whole thing. So your whole playthrough will be able to be viewed so you can see where you haven't gone by accident.
And it'll just be like squiggly lines every time I got lost, and straight lines when I knew what I was doing.
You can see keep changing. Cool. But the other cool thing too, beyond this whole hero path thing as well, is the ability to even show what's called the travel medallion. So one thing that people wanted was the ability to choose a location that's not a shrine.
Right.
So you actually have a travel medallion that she's going to highlight right there. You can see the travel medallion. You actually can put that anywhere you want on the map.
Oh, interesting.
And now you can instantly fast travel to that exact location.
So you can pick like a favorite spot.
A favorite spot or least favorite spot, whatever you want.
Because I went to, for some odd reason, and I talked to one of my co-hosts at IGN, Zach Ryan, we always warped to Kakariko every time we wanted to upgrade our stuff from after taking over shrines. And I don't know why. It's just nice to go there.
I went back to my house. I was in my house fully decked out, and I was putting my favorite weapons that glowed the most on the walls.
I think everybody has a favorite spot. And then we saw a different sort of loading screen there, too, where it's
that's hero mode. Yeah, that's the hero mode loading screen.
Awesome.
And what's cool here in this new hero mode, there actually are some new types of enemies. Like, this is a sky platform. There actually is an enemy on there as well.
Okay.
So you actually, different ways you can take it out. You can try to, there's a treasure chest on there as well, so we'll see how well Sarah's able to. Sarah's the one playing back there.
So interesting. So you want to use some kind of long-reaching projectile here. I guess you could throw a sword. That'd be a waste.
You could throw a sword. I mean, like in the trailer what they did too, he actually threw an axe and took out one of the balloons.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to ask
Sarah's
you
actually
that.
sneakily stealing. Oh. She just stole it. She even take him out. Oh, she got shot.
Oh, that's great.
And now she just take out the balloons and take one more out, hopefully. and he falls to his
Oh, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
So that's what you're able to do there real quickly.
And you get the chest.
Get the chest. No problem at all. Well done, Sarah.
Can we expect to see any new sort of items or weapons in this?
I'm glad you asked. That's what we're about to show right now. You're leading this demo for me. This is great.
How convenient.
So here's some different items. So if you remember Phantom Hourglass.
Yes.
Huge
fan.
You'll full suit here from Phantom Hourglass.
Dude, this is so awesome.
From the Phantom you saw before.
Oh my God. I was actually a really big fan of the amiibo integration in this game because it allowed me to unlock tunics from like stuff like the original Legend of Zelda. I'm a big fan of obviously the Wind Waker art style. And this is really cool because I loved sort of controlling these characters or avoiding these characters in the DS Zelda games.
Now this is one of Sarah's favorite outfits that she likes putting on. She's putting it on already.
This is really unsettling to see these two. Okay, that's better.
There is a Tingle outfit.
That's awesome. Because Tingle Island is in this game. There's like
a type of island, yes.
Yeah,
there's a type of island.
It's an island loosely dedicated to Tingle. Who knows? We don't know the lore behind it.
There's even Majora's Mask. It's not the Majora's Mask, so he's not going to go corruptedly evil. But
it is to me.
It is.
It isn't. This is my world.
Yes. You can call it what you want. And there's also the Korok Mask, which is really cool.
The player can come up with their own story.
Any story you want. Any story you want, Brian.
Now, what does the Korok Mask do?
The Korok Mask is cool because a lot of people, there are over like 900 Korok seeds to find, and they're very difficult to find.
You guys put too many Korok seeds in that game. I know you didn't. Tell your friends. Aonuma, the rest of those guys. Dude, come on, man. That's too many Korok seeds.
Well, that's what the mask helps you for. The mask, actually, when you get close to Korok seeds and you're walking around, if she turns around there, it's kind of doing its little...
it wiggles.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's so cute.
So there is a Korok seed somewhere around this area in the nearby vicinity. I'm not sure if you've built this one or not yet, but...
That is adorable. Okay, so we see it sort of like... Oh, yeah, there we go.
The puzzle behind this one, for some people we're giving a spoiler, we're giving away one of the Korok seeds, but essentially what you're trying to do is make this one tree match the other two trees that only had one apple on them.
Is the Korok Mask made from real Korok?
Ooh, it's a good question.
Okay.
I hope not. It's kind of cruel to answer on that. So hope not. That'd be kind of vicious.
And what does the Majora's Mask help you find? Is it a copy of Majora's Mask?
It's a copy. It's a replica of Majora's Mask. Just a different kind of aesthetic armor look that has
the full game playable. No, I'm just messing with you. That'd be awesome. I mean, that'd be almost only the greatest Easter egg of all time.
Oh my gosh, it'd be crazy.
So does it have any sort of like? Is it just sort of like aesthetic?
So it depends. The new armor, some of them will have like, it could be resistance against the Guardians,
cool.
Some of those kind of bonus when you have those bonus armor set up. And there's some like the Korok Mask right there, which gave you the ability to notice what's going on. So which look cool, like Tingle's outfit. So
Right. Yeah, they're just the coolest. I love that. I loved seeing Link running in the Tingle outfit because it's like, I don't know, it's sort of just like daytime pajamas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
and it
works out well. But now we're heading over here to the forest, the main forest, where the Master Sword resides.
Yes.
If you remember correctly.
Spoilers
So
again.
this is a different area here. So basically, this is kind of where we're going to go into in a second when we go to the Master Sword. Is essentially, this is a training ground area for Link to essentially prepare his mind and body to fully unlock the splendor of the Master Sword. So when using the Master Sword, you notice it's always at like a durability of 30, except when you're fighting against Calamity, where it starts glowing, goes up to 60.
Right.
So you go into this training area now, essentially, there's about 45 rooms.
Ooh.
If you're able to beat all of it, you can then fully unlock Link's ability to use the Master Sword.
Which has now sort of become a staple. Not the Master Sword obviously is a staple in Zelda games, but this sort of, this terrible place where a bunch of horrible things happen, where you have to defeat room after room in synchronicity, has kind of become a staple in 3D Zelda games, right?
It has been a little bit.
We've seen stuff like this in Twilight Princess, and was there one in Skyward Sword? I know there was one in Wind Waker.
There was certain kind of challenge. I can't on top of my head really well.
It's like an endless pit of doom.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know we gave the Twilight Princess HD, I gave my Wolf amiibo.
Ah, yes, the Wolf one, yes.
To level that up, to bring him into the game. So this is sort of like a massive trial, and Link, it's kind of like Eventide Island.
But you lose everything.
Oh.
All you have is the runes. You can't use your amiibo, so you can't use amiibo to bring treasure chests in, and you've lost all your weapons.
So Link's going in now in just his signature boxer shorts.
Yes.
Which is his, the most powerful suit in the game.
And again, you're fighting all those harder enemies this time around too. So you have no weapons. The only health you can get is what you can gather in this area. So you have not. So Sarah brings up her item screen for a second. She has
or lack thereof.
Yes.
And all your food's gone too?
Everything.
So if you cooked everything, you brought it in here, nothing?
Nothing comes in with you.
So you just have to find stuff in the wild?
Yes. In these rooms is all you can do.
Dude, that's awesome.
So yeah, so we'll see how good Sarah. This is really hard. So I'm gonna give Sarah credit for that. Like I've been challenging her to see if she can't die.
Yeah,
that's her biggest challenge.
How far have you made it in this?
Geez, I think the 5th or 6th room.
That's it.
I've only played it a few times. I'm kind of wanting. Working Nintendo is fun and all, but sometimes I like waiting for the real game to come so I can actually take it home. Because I can only play it at work.
Oh no, I don't blame you. I mean, yeah, the same problem at IGN. The really cool thing about this is it feels like Eventide Island or Eventide Island. I don't know the technical saying. We were all saying it differently at the office. It was one of my favorite things in the game because A, it was evocative of Link's Awakening because it was about an island, and B, because it felt very un-Zelda. Like you're bringing in all the things that you've collected, all the things you've saved are now gone. So now Link here is scavenging, he's hunting. We have a rusty halberd, we have a stick, and we have an egg, and then a whole bunch of weapons we just got right there, which is really awesome.
Now she's trying to run away. At the same time, though, the other thing that makes this more challenging, I forgot to mention, is, their health regenerates.
What?
Yeah. So you can't just run and hide forever. Like, she'll have to eventually take them on.
Oh, so you can't just like chip away at them and then run away.
No.
You have to defeat them and keep going.
Yes.
Which was not something in Eventide Island. In Eventide Island, I used to just go up and I would just steal the...
cheese them?
Yeah, I would cheese them. I would steal the ball from the Hinox while he was sleeping.
Hinox,
and then basically sneak around on everything else. This is way more hands-on. Oh, we just got wrecked.
Yeah. And she has a couple eggs.
We have eggs. That's
every piece of food is extremely pricey. There's even that piece of steak you can run and grab. They were cooking.
That's good. That's good. That makes me feel a little bit better. And this is basically an entirely new area based on just where the Korok area, the Lost Woods, basically, right?
Essentially, you're going into the Master Sword to train his mind and body, ready to unlock the full splendor.
Oh, that's very Jedi of him. I love that.
So we're
or Empire, I should say.
So it's been so it's a real challenge in that. Ooh, there she goes.
That's good.
Now she has to basically pick one person to go after.
Yep.
And see what she can do.
Okay, so we've got a couple weapons to work with here.
And you still have to worry about durability, obviously.
Ooh, good move. Yeah, but like we're barely doing any damage. These guys are tough.
Because you're only using weapons of durability like 3 or 4.
Good dodging. Oh, and our club's broken, and everyone's running up on us, and now he's going to start regenerating, right?
Yeah, if you can look at it, they're like health bar starts kind of glowing, if you can see it. So yeah, see, actually it's already coming back up.
And which wave are we on right now?
This is the first room.
We're on 1.
Yes. And the cool thing, so it's not, when you start going through the other rooms too, it's not just let's throw enemies at you.
Yeah.
There's new puzzles involved with them, more into like using the runes in different ways, like using the paraglider. So it's not, this is just the very first room of 45.
So I really love this because Breath of the Wild is not an easy game, but if you play it the way some people play it, which I know some of my friends did, they did tons of shrines, they kind of maxed out their stamina and their health, and they get all these weapons, and by the time you show up to see Ganon, you've got all the divine beasts, you've got all these weapons, you've got all this cool stuff saved up, and it can be pretty simple, but this is sort of a just test of pure raw skill. This strips away everything that you've collected, all your crutches, all your safety nets.
Yes, all of it. All of it, and like even like...
Now, do you start to get slightly better weapons as you go?
Yeah.
Or okay, you're not
but
just
they're all breaking too as they go. So and the enemies can get more difficult, more challenging.
And I imagine you don't ever get a Master Sword because this all takes place inside of Master Sword.
You're basically going in the Master Sword, so
and that would be incredibly meta.
And Sarah's doing well, actually. She succeeded. I've been challenging to see if she could pass the first room on the live stream.
Yeah,
so,
dude, that's a serious challenge.
So now she's going to the next room. We'll see the next room real quick, and we can keep going for as long as you guys let us go for it.
And now, what sort of reward can we expect if we get... Or sort of, are there incremental rewards for getting to certain phases? Is there an end game here?
Well, the ending result is that you unlock the full, so you get basically the full durability of the Master Sword at all times.
24/7.
Yeah, so you get the full 60.
You get 4 bars on Verizon no matter where you go. That's awesome.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's but you won't get anything if you get to like wave 5 or wave 10.
No. If you die, you start over.
You just get humbled.
You start over.
Oh my god.
Yeah. so there's times like Sarah gets like Sarah who's playing, so it's like room 4. She's like, right. Oh, I'm doing so well, and then died, and you start over.
Little by little, we're starting to see. Do you ever get clothes? Do you do the entire thing in shorts?
I have to wait and find out.
Oh my god.
That's how far Sarah gets in this whole thing. So
it's nuts because right now we're still in shorts, which is not a good look.
You have a shield though.
Yeah, and shorts and a shield. Again, not a good look. That's like a guy that lives at the beach. And then we're just finding weapons on the ground. There's a lot of tree climbing and hiding here, which I like. Okay, so now we're dealing with fire chews. Is that the okay?
You got it right.
Yeah,
good job.
That's it. There we go. Which don't seem like that much of a pain when you're out in the world and you've got all your stuff.
No, your
you.
stuff, but you got nothing. That's like a big problem.
Yeah, especially because you can't really use anything defensive. So just bomb a tree just to let people know
she's trying to bomb. I think she's trying to bomb that guy on the top of the platform and knock him off his platform.
Okay. That's a good technique.
She's trying to get there. And the fire true's just burning everything to the ground.
Yeah, which is just adding this extra layer of danger, this fiery war zone over here, just making it like a giant do not touch zone. But she's running right into it because you can do that.
You can do the paraglide. Yep, you can paraglide and get this thing up there.
Okay, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, no, Sarah's played a bunch.
She's good.
But she forgot to equip a weapon.
So we have, yeah. Oh, good move.
Good move. She blocked it.
So in terms of like health, oh, and our sword's broken already.
Yep. And she's running out of weapons.
Yeah, we have an axe.
She's going to be left to tree branches.
We have an axe and a couple tree branches. Oh my god.
There's just enemies everywhere. Oh, she got one mop. That's good.
Okay.
This guy's really got a shield.
But he's not dead though.
But yeah, they got all their health back. But she did find a way. She found a sweet
Watch out for this guy. Oh, he's snitching. He's snitching.
She's knocking them all off.
Oh, and there's another one in the tower over there.
Yes. There's enemies everywhere, so that's the whole challenge of this one behind all of this. You can see, you kind of saw it for a second with that blinking of their energy meters coming back.
Nice.
Critical hits are important.
Yep. Yeah, incredibly important, because you don't really get a ton of opportunity.
Especially for that critical hit. There it is.
Up. Okay,
and she got
so we got one down. And on average, like, I mean, there isn't really a number of enemies we expect to see per wave, but these are definitely more advanced, more difficult enemies here.
Right, because usually the easy ones are usually the red bokoblins, and this being...
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Get him.
Barely doing any damage, though.
That was awesome. Yeah, but, like, it was all for show.
Yes.
It didn't really do a ton of damage. So what you really want to do is you want to take out these enemies, loot them as fast as possible,
but stay focused on one too. Because if you run away from them, they'll get all their health back. That's how I used to play the game too. Like a really hard enemy, take some damage, run away, hide, recover, figure out what to do next.
Pick on a few at the same time, and we just got whacked.
Or take potions or the mighty banana, something to make you stronger to take them on.
And we haven't gotten anything like that yet. We're eating like we have a mushroom and an acorn, and like some weapons from the dollar store. No.
At all.
Oh, what a bad way to go out.
And that's the end.
Oh, wow. So that is incredibly difficult. This is above and beyond anything we've seen from this game so far.
Yes.
Like, that is like, this is no joke. That is a legit new level of difficulty.
That was the idea behind it. They really want to challenge people on their skills and whatnot. And just give people who've been playing the game already, give them something more to experience to keep coming back and going through the world even more.
Now, when can people get their hands on this?
The first DLC pack comes out June 30th.
And they'll be able to play this right there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and plus some of the other stuff we saw today, like the Hero's Path and
the Hero's Path. All the stuff we saw: the Hero's Path, the Travels Medallion, the new armor. We showed the Korok's Mask,
and the Majora's
Mask, the Phantom armor, all of that,
and Tingle pajamas,
and the Tingle.
This is a good time to be alive if you're a Zelda fan. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm really excited for this stuff. Now remember to follow us on Twitter @IGN for all the latest news. Our coverage of E3 continues right after this.